basically, Big Pharma's at it again. Already. I'm sure some of you, have seen my last video concerning pharmaceutical companies. That was, I'll put a link to it in the description, but that was the one about, Marathon Pharmaceuticals and other thing. I can't really explain it quickly, like a little tip. Again, link in the description. Okay, in this situation, a pharmaceutical company called Kaleo, Kaleo, has raised the cost of its Naloxone auto-injector from like $575, I believe, for a 2-pack, to $4,500. Now here's the really annoying part. The only thing that they have actually produced is the injector. Like, that's it. Naloxone is I've worked in the medical field, and I've actually had some experience with Naloxone. Naloxone, it goes by a trade name of Narcan. All right, it was first patented in 1961. It was then approved by the FDA to treat opioid overdose in 1971, and has successfully been doing that for decades. It's an opioid. It blocks the opioid receptors in the body. So if someone's overdosing, you hit them with Narcan, and they just snap right out of it. Like, it just, the overdose, the high, everything having to do with the drug, just dead stop. It's like they just within a minute or two or a few seconds of getting the injection, they're completely out of it, and it saves lives, a lot of them, especially with the problems that we have in America at this point in time with opioid abuse. Now, it's been around a while. It's a generic drug. The company has done nothing to, as far as research and development of the medication itself. They just put it in a new injector, and then they patent that, and then no one else can make an auto injector, and they can charge $4,500 for a drug that has been around since the 60s and is readily available for a very cheap price as a generic. Now, of course, as with all of these, as with the last one and a number of other of these situations, they try to explain it by saying, like, oh, well, if you don't have insurance, you can get it for free. Or, oh, okay, well, we'll give it out to people very cheap or for free or whatever for people who are uninsured and can't afford it. But see, here's the thing. Insurance can afford it. So if people have insurance, they have to get it through their insurance. And that helps drive up the cost of insurance premiums and the cost of care for everyone. Not to mention, what if they have high deductible insurance plans? Those are becoming more common, where essentially it covers nothing until you've paid out several $1,000s out of pocket. It covers absolutely nothing. So you've got insurance. It's not going to pay anything on this, but you have insurance. Therefore, you don't qualify to get it at a free or reduced rate. Now, one other area, too, with this particular drug is first responders. Not EMS. We just carry the cheap vials because why not? Saves a lot of money. And we got everything else to inject it to someone anyway. But for a lot of cases, like for police and other types of first responders, potentially some fire departments where it's just a truck with a medical bag, they don't have the full IV setup. There are a number of states where those first responders are required by law to carry Narcan, to carry injectors like this, or in a method. So, like for instance, a police department. The cops aren't trained or certified to start IVs and to give someone Narcan through an injection. So they get the auto-injectors. So now that means that those departments have to pay several, like thousands and thousands of dollars to comply with the laws. Some of them specifically state that they have to have it in auto-injector form. Which, by the way, this company helped lobby for and put in place those laws. But also nonprofits. There are nonprofit groups that give out these auto injectors for junkies or for people who have a friend or family member has an addiction problem, so that they can have it on hand to help save the person. And they don't get the special deal either, so now they have to spend over $4,000 a pack on these devices. And it's another example of these companies just ripping everyone off just because they can. And it's absolutely disgusting, in my opinion.